the everyday life of our consumer. What's typical for it? Well, there is one thing, it's digitized. There are so many digital devices surrounding our consumers in nowadays. Smartphones, tablet PCs, and any other kind of intelligent devices. Internet of Things, that's a global trend everybody of you have heard about. Let me underline this statement with a few figures. In Germany, for instance, 4 out of 5 households have Wi-Fi access in the meantime. Nearly half of the German population is using a smartphone. And up to date, over 50 billion apps were downloaded from Apple's App Store. And in addition, we have all those of the Android or the Google Play Store and other app stores. That means that every person in the world owns about 7 apps, even those who do not have a smartphone. And the business selling smartphone is also very interesting. There is a number that means that about 2,000 smartphones are sold worldwide each hour. So we can say that the everyday life of our consumer is already connected, and that the smartphone is the control center of our consumers. What does it mean when it comes to connected home appliances? Well, first of all, we need to know the needs and the requirements of our consumer, what they expect of home appliances, whether they are connected or not. So there are 3 main areas people are really focusing in. It's flexibility, its usability, and its efficiency. That's what people expect from home appliances. And we did a lot of research what else people are expecting, and one result was that connectivity is also expected in the area of home appliances, on the same level as, for instance, multimedia or heating devices. That's quite interesting, and that really points out that infrastructure and acceptance is here now for connectivity. We also did a lot of research what people are expecting from connected appliances, what kind of use cases they really want to have, what are the benefits. And there are also 2 areas. It's remote control and monitoring, what is seen as quite interesting, and convenience and service. So let me go to another important point when it comes to consumers' daily life. It's the topic of brands in homes, in households. Our research shows that about 90% of households own different brands. So, of course, the dream of us as manufacturer is that everybody owns only one brand, our brand, of course. But the realistic situation is that people really want to have the free choice and have different brands at home. But on the other hand, our research shows that consumers really want to have one simple application and control everything out of it. So that's now the challenge we are faced with when developing Home Connect. And let me now introduce to our solution what are the key figures, what is Home Connect. Home Connect is a solution which covers multiple brands and multiple appliances in one app. With Home Connect, you can use each kind, or you can control each kind of appliance, whether it's a washing machine, a dishwasher, an oven, a coffee maker, whatever. And it doesn't matter what kind of brand it is. So whether it's Bosch or Siemens, or even brand of other manufacturers. Home Connect solution will be open, and it's a solution for everything in the area of household. Home Connect is open. It's open in 4 dimensions. The first dimension is, as mentioned, in the area of appliances. So with Home Connect you can really add each kind of appliance. The second dimension is the area of brands. So you can really add each kind of brand. The third dimension is the features. Today we are thinking about use cases everybody knows, like remote monitoring, control, offering services, digital user manuals, customer remote diagnostics, energy efficiency and so on. But in the future maybe we think of speech recognition, augmented reality or whatever. So Home Connect is open even for this. And Home Connect is open in the fourth dimension in terms of services. That's a very important area we think of. Services start, for instance, in the area of corporations or individual services based on the consumer behavior. And because we're really taking it serious with this openness, Home Connect will be a own legal entity in the future. So we are just starting to found this standalone company, and we'll demonstrate it or give you more details on this during IFA. Okay, so let's now go to the technology. What's behind Home Connect? What's the technical solution, the system architecture? The precondition when developing Home Connect was to make it as simple as possible from the technology side. It should be a plug-and-play solution. The consumer does not need any additional infrastructure besides his Wi-Fi router he has already at home. So the Home Connect solution consists of the Home Connect appliance with a Wi-Fi chip. We decided for Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi is available everywhere and it's quite common, it's standardized. Further on, we developed the Home Connect app. As mentioned, it's a brand integrated for all kinds of appliances. And in the background, there is the Home Connect server. We developed this together with a partner. So it's a neutral platform everybody can adapt to. When the communication is in-home, it's over the router, so you do not need the server out of home. And when the communication is from out of home, you go over the server. Though that's really as simple as demonstrated here. We do not need any additional gateways or boxes or whatever, you know, just your internet router and that's it. And that brings us to another important point, because we want to offer as much freedom to the consumer as possible, and the consumer should really be able to create his own solution, more or less based on the data the appliances are sending. That's especially important when you think of future services. Like you get special hints and tricks depending on your behavior, depending on your usage of your appliance. That leads us to another important topic. You have heard about it a lot in the media during the last weeks. We heard of fridges sending spam emails, or you heard of email addresses which were hacked. So data security and data protection are really very, very important topics when it comes to connectivity, because our home appliances have an internet access, and they need to be secured. So what did we do in this area to really ensure security? We also have three main measures we worked on. The first one is that we developed a security concept during the development phase for each of the single components. So for the home appliance, for the Wi-Fi chip, for the app and the server solution. And of course also for all the interfaces. The second measure to ensure security is that we do penetration tests together with independent companies which are really experts in this field. Penetration tests mean that we give our solution to hackers and say, okay, try to hack our system, and hopefully it will not work. And the third measure we are doing, you see this little logo on the right hand side, it's TÜV IT, which is quite common in Germany and Austria. It's a logo, a certification for a really secure app. So that's what we are doing to protect really our system and to offer really a secure solution. Okay, so what are some milestones and what can you expect at IFA this year? First of all, you can of course get an impression of our connected appliances. We will launch first connected appliances at IFA this year. Of course, we will launch the Home Connect app, as mentioned, brand integrated for Bosch and Siemens appliances in a first step. And in addition to that, and to come back to the standalone company, we will launch also a website, a Home Connect website. What kind of appliances we will launch, that's a surprise, so you have to wait until IFA, but I can give you a little bit more information about the content of the app. So these are screens, user interfaces, how the app will look like, in this case for smartphones, because the app will be available for smartphones and tablet PCs. With our solution, you can remotely control and monitor the appliances from everywhere. And it's not only like turn your appliance on or off. You can really monitor and control everything what's possible on your appliance user interface, also on the app. So we really doubled the complete functionality of the appliance and mirror it in our app on a more convenient way, because of course you have a bigger user interface and you can do things much more easier. We will offer many services based on the behavior and based really on the consumer needs. So you have a big area in this app for your personal settings, what you really want, what your preferences are. Of course, efficiency will also play a big role, and we will offer a solution within Home Connect. And you see it in the middle, of course, some really good recipes will be integrated, because it's typical for home appliances that you have recipes inside anywhere. So, in the end, I would like to show you now a short outlook, what comes at IFA and after IFA. So, this year we start, as mentioned, with first appliances based on, and the app will be based on iOS, so Apple devices, smartphone and tablet PCs. Android will follow early 2015. And other devices will also follow 2015. And Home Connect is not something which is just for Germany or other countries in Europe, but it's a worldwide topic.